Good morning, welcome back to LifeInForex. Today we are going to be going through our GBPJPY analysis that we set a couple weeks back now. If you like the content that you see, then please give us a subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment telling us what you think. It goes a long way for us and helps this channel grow, and that's what we want to see in the end. We want to be educating and helping people and watching this grow. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so we originally set this idea, if we go back over here to my trading view, when did we do this? So this was February the 6th that we had this. So what we were looking for is, well, we're seeing that we were within a range here. I'll go back over to the other screen in a minute and show you on the higher time frames why I sort of come up with this one. But with this, what we were looking for is a rejection off this level here. You see, what actually happened is we did have a push up. When I say stop loss break above, that's like a breakout above would be my stop loss, because that would indicate, you know, that we're having that sort of change of direction in the market. But with this, we did see that come up to sort of, you know, effectively triple top the 2 points here of resistance, and then we saw that come down. However, I didn't get in the trade myself. I know a couple of my clients did. I think one of them is still holding it now, which is brilliant. So a lot of profit in that one. But for me, I wanted to still wait for this rejection off this level, because what we could have seen is just more consolidation here before a breakup. But if we see how that one played out, it's beautiful. So it's hit our TP1, hit our TP2, hit our TP3. And the reason I'm going through this today is just because I think TP4 might be a bit of a stretch now. UK economy is doing fairly well considering, so we could be on the up here. However, this would be, of course, the trade that I leave on with stop loss at entry now, so we can go break even if that hits, whilst we attempt for that TP4. Lovely. So here we are, current day. If we go over to the monthly chart, this is exactly what I was seeing with this. So at the time, these last 2 monthly candlesticks weren't there. We were on this monthly candlestick. But with this one, what we'd seen is that attempt up and push back into this range that you can see here. So with that gave me a lot more confidence that, you know, we're still ranging within this. As I said, whether we hit TP4 is another question. We've got market structure on the monthly set to around about the 148, 487 level. But, you know, to get the sort of profit that we did off that, that's quite good with that one. So if we have a look, we're still talking quite a lot of pips there, about 530. So very, very nice trade all in all. So that's what I was seeing with the monthly. Just wanted to see that push up and that rejection off. So if we head to the daily now, this is when we pretty much took this trade just here, because we saw that perfect rejection off. You know, we've been hitting order blocks around here. These red lines, this indicates a bearish order block. These ones being bullish, so, you know, this is why I find coming down to the TP4, you know, it's not improbable, don't get me wrong, especially given the last daily candlestick we've had here, because, you know, this has come to pretty much attempt this price from yesterday. Whether that now keeps down or not is another question, so we'll have to see with that one, because we're at the weekly end, and with that, you know, we had the rejection from the last week coming down below the 20 EMA, not quite breaking the 50 EMA, but, you know, sort of pushing past it and closing above it. So we've had that second attempt down where it's hit our TP3, but generally this looks like it could be closing quite strong for a weekly, in which case, you know, we could be coming back up. It might not even hit our break-even entry, you know, it could just sort of come up again, retest this order block and shoot down, and we're back down to 149 with that one. The buying volume hasn't surpassed this on the weekly, so, you know, it still does look good, but it really can just go either way from now on. But, you know, we're not going to complain with 500 odd pips. That really is quite good. But with that one, you know, that's all we were really looking for, is this support and resistance, knowing that we're in a range. It's good intraday analysis, because, you know, it's not a trend continuation trade. You know, it's not. I mean, it is against the trend, I'd say. You know, for the most part. If we're talking short term, since coronavirus, we are in an uptrend, but if you look at it over a longer time, we are effectively in a downtrend with that one. And what I'd be expecting from this in the future is this. I've drawn up this monthly trend line here. We are attempting this sort of breakout of this monthly trend line. So what can happen is this will either be all completely false, and we'll see further movement down to go with the long-term trend, or we'll see this break up, break out of this range that we see here, potentially consolidate for a little bit before a fall down, and then either again like a retest of this to continue up, or we'll just see it break this range completely, and we'll be coming down to newer lows for the year and sort of last year too. So that's what I'd be expecting from that one. We're hoping, of course, that will hit TP4. That'd be a very, very nice analysis if it does. However, with that one, obviously, we can see the potential to the upside too. Today has sort of been pushing it upwards. I didn't really expect so much of a retracement for the day, considering on the daily, we did have that sort of push down. That's quite a strong daily candlestick, and sort of fits within this sort of trend line that you can sort of draw up here. So just there, but then by the same token, we could be also coming back up to that TP1 level. But if that does happen, as I said earlier, we are at the weekly close. If it does push up that's quite strong for a weekly, so any retracement will probably get bought, and we sort of come up to this 156 level to test this order block there. But that's the video. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and take care. Have a good weekend.